I am totally gutted. My poor Jaguar XF has been in the wars, and suffice to say, when you hit somebody in the back end, no matter the circumstances, it's always your fault. I won't go into the details, except to say I hit somebody in the back end. It could have been a whole lot worse, and I knew immediately that this was going to be, well, I say I knew immediately, I made the assumption that this was going to be nothing but hassle. Now, I haven't made a fault insurance claim for 36 years. That was the last time I had an accident that was my fault. And similar scenario, I hit somebody in the rear. Quite common, as we all know. They stopped, I didn't. And this was the case this time. They stopped, I didn't. So I thought, oh dear, what on earth are we going to do? So we sorted it all out. We exchanged details on the side of the road. Luckily, the airbags did not go off on my car. He was drivable. He had damage on his bumper, and his crash bar underneath the bumper was bent, but nothing more than that. I drove it home and started to look at where we were with the damage, and to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. So the obvious thing is, we've got the leading edge of the bonnet has been done, so that's a new bonnet or another bonnet. You can see there's a crease here all the way along there. It's dented in there, pushed in. Same this side. It's not so bad this side, but this is I didn't hit him square on, hit him sort of tiny angle. Anyway, it's scratched, it's dented, probably not repairable. Well, the body shop's not repairable, so that's what they say, but who knows. My grille, that's all broken, so that's trashed. On the edge here as well, that's all gone, that's all broken. The bumper's taken a little bit of a knock just there. There's a bit of a hole there, but I might be able to repair that, but we'll see what happens there. I'm not entirely sure. No other damage. No other. Everything else you see is either flies, dirt, or stone chips. But then I went under the bonnet, and as you can see down there, there's a screw head, what should be a bracket. Just there's a bracket. It's all broken, and it's the same story on the other side for the headlights. Broken bracket down the bottom there, don't know if you can see it, and another one at the top here. So that means the headlights aren't secure. I'm hoping that the brackets themselves have actually, the bits that are broken have actually fell down and they're in the under tray. I did manage to save this one, but I'm hoping the bit that's missing is in the under tray, because headlights for these, even second hand, are like 300 quid each. And then of course you've got the worry if they actually work, if they're second hand. The bumper at the back has only bent the bolt, it's not actually broken, I don't think, but until I get it off I'm not really going to know. And yeah, it's, you know, it's, you could walk past it and not realise there's anything wrong with it. Of course, once I get the bumper off, I know a bit more what's behind, but there's no fluid leaks, so no pipes are broken, no radiators, nothing like that's broken. The bonnet still shuts and closes. It still recognises that it's closed, so I can drive it. And luckily, on these Jaguars, and XKs are the same, there's an airbag in each corner of the bonnet at the back. Another one there. And then there's a fancy hinge just here. Easier to see on the other side. There's a fancy double hinge here, so that what happens is if you hit a pedestrian, the airbags under the bonnet pop up, and basically the bonnet is then basically a cushion for the pedestrian. Either that or it deflects them off the windscreen. I'm not quite sure which one, so they don't hit the windscreen when you hit them. Luckily they didn't go off either. So I'm not a very happy bunny, particularly because I've broke my car. And I just knew that when it happened, as I say, I thought, oh, this is going to be hassle. The insurance is going to be a nightmare, and I'm not going to be, you know, the car. These cars, they're not valued. The market value is pretty low. It's done 160,000 miles. It's a 62 plate XF. It's a premium luxury, so it's got most of the whistles and bells on it. It's well looked after because I service it and I have it maintained, and because I need it. I explained on my video the other day when I serviced it just the other day. You know, I've been looking after it. I know what's been done to it. I know what needs doing, and you know, I need the car to work, and so therefore I spend the money to keep it on the road and get it up to scratch. So I really did not want to get it written off. I didn't want to lose the car. It's nice inside. Yeah, there's all the usual wear and tear marks for a 160,000 miles car, but you know, that's what it is. Where am I going to get a decent car like this that I can work on still, that's not got, it's got OBD, it's got computers and all of that stuff and modules and things, but it's, you know, they're not too bad to work on. I don't want anything newer. I don't need another car, anything newer. I'd rather keep this one, thanks. But I sort of just knew that the insurance was going to be an absolute pain in the neck. So anyway, I called them up and explained what had happened, and within 2 hours the body shop had called me. We're going to come and collect your car, sir. I said, oh no, you're not taking it away. You can come and look at it, but you're not taking it away, because I didn't want to lose it. I didn't want them to take it away and then them decide that they're not going to repair it because it's too expensive, it's written off or whatever. Because at this point I'm thinking it's borderline. The car's worth about 3 grand. I googled it, not a huge amount of money. It needs a new bonnet and it needs a new bumper, possibly new headlights, and there's labour. It's borderline. So I said to him, no, you come and look at it, or you look at photographs. They said, send us photographs. So I took all the photographs I could, every angle possible, and it was about 24 hours they came back to me and they said, your car's a write-off, sir. So I said, how much? They said £8,000 to repair your car. I said, 8 grand? 8 grand for a bonnet that's leading edge, bumper, 2 headlights and a grille? He said, yeah, £8,000. So I thought, oh well, it's a write-off, it's done with. There's no way that this car is worth more than 8 grand. Absolutely no way whatsoever. So I said to him, look, you know that you can get the bits for these second hand, £1,000, £1,200, £1,500. You can get the parts, headlights, bumper, grille, bonnet, the lot. Yeah, he said, we know that, but the insurance company won't do it. You've got to have new parts. Where's the sense in that? Just mad. So I get back onto the insurance company, told them the situation. They'd already heard from the body shop. So, right, where do we go from here? Because remember, the last time I made a fault claim was 37 years ago, 36 years ago, something like that. Never done this process since. Because it's very different to what it was in the 80s. And as it turns out, I was pleasantly surprised. So the options were, don't claim the car, don't claim on it. Just keep it as it is. You keep the car. You know, don't claim on the repairs. I've got a claim on my insurance because third party's claiming, obviously, to repair his car and whatever personal injury he might have. But yeah, don't claim on it. You keep it. Go and repair it if you want. All right, and it's not categorised as anything damaged, etc., etc. Okay, fair enough. That's option 1. Option 2, we write it off, take it away, give you a load of money, take your excess off, which is 450 quid, and you go off and buy another car. Didn't want to do that if I could possibly help it, because I'm buying another car that I know nothing about, probably maybe worse than this, not been looked after, don't know, not going to get anything with the value they're going to give for me for this, I don't think anyway. So third option is we write the car off, you buy it back. Okay, how much to buy it back? Well, sir, we'll give you 5 grand for the car. 5 grand? I said, it's a Jaguar XF 2012, 160,000 miles, and you want to give me 5 grand for this car? Yes, sir. Minus the excess, which is 450. So that's basically £4,500 they wanted to give me for this car. Well, I already knew that I can get the second-hand parts for less than £1,000. They're basically bolt-on parts, no structural damage whatsoever, everything's screwed on, and I can get them in the colour that I want. There's so many second-hand parts out there for cars that are being written off, in my view, unnecessarily, for piffling repairs which cost thousands of pounds, that there's a wash with spare parts. So I know I can get the parts. What would you do? So how much to buy the car back then? £1,500, sir. Really? Okay, so you're going to give me £4,500. I'll buy it back at 1,500. That leaves me £3,000 to repair it. I already know I can get the parts for less than £1,000. So the plan is, basically, I'm going to order the parts, I'm going to fit the parts, I'm going to take it off the road over the summer, and I'm going to get it repaired. I'm going to do the wheels on it, I'm going to do the cam belt because that needs doing, the diesel pump belt. The rear subframe needs to come off, probably to be rust proofed, and the rear crash bar because they're notoriously bad for rusting. And while it's off the road, I'll get all these little jobs done, everything that needed doing that I've been thinking I must get done, I must get done. There's a couple of other little things which need doing, and I'm just going to take the opportunity to take it off the road over the summer and put it all right with the extra money that I've been given, and I'll have a good car, hopefully, a good car, hopefully, for winter time. Assuming the engine doesn't blow or the gearbox doesn't go, everything else is pretty much doable. So there we have it. You know, these things, you know, they're a pain in the neck, but I must say that my insurance company was absolutely blindingly brilliant. This has all been basically done and dusted within 7 days. From date of incident to payout, job done. And we move on, we go on with life. It is what it is. Sometimes it goes in your favour and sometimes it doesn't. I think we'll do okay out of this one. And there's going to be a few videos on the Jaguar XF. I didn't intend for this car to be on the channel very often, but it looks like there's going to be a number of little projects that are going to be done on it as I'm going along. So if you've got one and you want to know how to do various things on it, then put a like and subscribe and keep up with what we're doing. But of course, none of this is the end of the world. I've got another one to drive, haven't I? I better go and enjoy it. Hope I don't do the same with this one. I will be very, very upset if I do that. If you like what you see and you want to keep up with our mechanical adventures with our Jaguars, our Land Rovers, our Minis, our Capris, our tractors, our steam engine, and all the events that we go to, then click the like button, put a subscription on the channel because it's free, costs you nothing, to follow us as we go through life fixing old and modern kit and enjoying it and have some fun while we're doing it. Till next time, take care, bye for now.